look at how prolific Giannis Antetokounmpo has been scoring from different areas so far this season. He's 9th in the NBA in scoring off drives, 10th in scoring off post-ups, and 7th in scoring from the elbow. That's why he's number 1 in the league in scoring overall. In case you missed part 1, these gray lines are 363 NBA players and how many points they're scoring per game in 6 different ways. So we can contrast Giannis with another prolific scorer. This is Steph Curry. He's kind of like the inverse of Giannis, less effective on drives and around the basket, but highly effective on pull-up and catch-and-shoot jumpers. Although by his standards, being 15th in the league in points off pull-ups is a little underwhelming. But moving on, let's consider some second-year players. First, here's Victor Wembanyama. He scores from pretty much everywhere on the court, but he's impressively 5th in the NBA in points scored from catch-and-shoot opportunities. But then here's Brandon Miller, and he's predictably less effective than Wemby in these areas around the basket, but he's even more effective on catch-and-shoot. He was 2nd in the NBA when I pulled these stats originally, but now he's surpassed Derek White for 1st in the league. And then briefly, here's Keontae George. Then here's Grady Dick, and here's Bilal Coulibaly. Okay, moving on, this line way up here stands out. That would be Nikola Jokic. He is number 1 in the league in points scored at the elbow, number 1 in the league in points scored in the paint, and he was number 1 in post-ups, but he's since been surpassed slightly by Kristaps Porzingis. And then here's Kyrie Irving. He kind of exemplifies a scoring guard archetype on this chart. Highly productive on drives and pull-up jumpers, but virtually non-existent in this paint-to-elbow area. Some other players that have similar shot profiles, here's Donovan Mitchell. He's 11th in the league on pull-ups. Here's Devin Booker. He's 8th in the league on pull-ups. Then here's Damian Lillard. You almost can't even see him. He's so similar to these other guards. And then here's Anthony Edwards. He's 2nd in the league on pull-ups. And finally, here's De'Aaron Fox. And he's clearly the best of these guys on drives. He's 2nd in the league there. Lastly, I wanted to highlight a couple of unique big men. First, here's Alperen Sengun. He's 7th in the league in points off post-ups and 7th in points from the elbow. And then here's Miles Turner, and his shot profile is kind of similar to Sengun here in the middle, except where Sengun excels on drives, Turner excels on catch-and-shoot opportunities. And then finally, here is Karl Anthony Towns. And you can see how he has been kind of like the best of both worlds so far this season. He's scoring a lot on drives, and he's scoring in these middle areas, and he's also been elite on catch-and-shoot scoring as well. Alright, so that'll do it for part 2, but if there's any other players I didn't get to, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to cover them in part 3.